I haven't recorded much in the past couple of days, but let me fill you in on what I've been doing. Basically, a lot of vaulting. The last clip you saw, I was like level 14. So I've gained 7 levels, 7 vault levels. I'll take you through kind of what I bought. I don't really know how to handle the vault content. It's just a lot of the same thing over and over and over again. It is super exciting at times, and I think I play really loose and fun to make it exciting. So I'll probably throw in some good moments in there, like a mini game, like I'm back on Skywars or something. But it is just a lot of the same stuff. Like obviously the dungeons are different and the rooms are different, but the goal's the same. So I just don't want to spam like nonstop, just vault, 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 vault. So I'll probably have to find a little medium ground. That's why I haven't really recorded anything, because it's just a lot of vault runs, just gathering resources, trying to improve our gear, our stats. So I'll take you through stuff. I don't know what I've shown because I haven't done like a one-to-one video in a bit, because it's usually with people all night just grinding. So I have heal 2, dash 1. That's pretty much it in the ability section. I do now have reach 1, strength 2, haste 2, or sorry, haste 1, and speed 2. I'll get haste the second I can, obviously. These 3 are so essential, so I pick those up. That's where a lot of my points have gone, to these. I just got strength 2 tonight, I think. I don't know what I'm saving up for right now. I have 2 unspent, and I don't remember. I could get a level of dash as well, or save up for heal, because I don't think heal 3 is actually that good. Oh, wait. No, that's super good. Mana cost of 20, heal of 4. No, wait, I definitely do want heal of 3. I think it's heal 4 that messes it up a little bit. But I think right now, heal is the best option. So we're actually going to pick up heal 3 here. So yes, this is what I'm talking about. Cooldown jumps up to 4 seconds, and mana jumps up to 15, but the heal increases to 3 hearts versus 2. I just don't think that's worth it. And I think in the future, they'll probably rebalance a lot of stuff, because the cooldown versus mana thing, we've been talking a lot about it on the server. It just doesn't make sense, man. The mana is a cooldown system, so you don't need both cooldown and mana. I know a lot of people were saying that on the Reddit as well. It just doesn't make any sense to be limited twice by 2 different types of cooldowns. So hopefully in the future they kind of work this out more, because this just doesn't make any sense. I think the things are really unbalanced. I know it's an alpha right now, and we got to just keep remembering that. But so that's what we've been doing here. Now this is another important section right here, guys. Past week we've actually been able to unlock pouches, double pouches, and today we unlocked pipes, which is going to be awesome because we do a lot of group vaulting. I barely do any solo vaulting. I'm usually rocking between 2 and 4 people in the party. We have done 5 and 6. It's a little hectic, but we're pretty much always group vaulting. So this is going to be great for splits, because we have a system that we've done since Vault Hunters 2 where we just equally split everything, and people get to choose what they want to do with those resources. But we have a very big research team. So it's really expensive, and I was trying to see if we could reduce this, because the 300% is multiplied after you get the plus from buying something in a category, as far as I can tell, which means it's just astronomical pricing. Like these are going to be like 500 to get all of these, but the problem with our group is like a lot of people just don't vault as hard as me and a couple of other people. So the 300% of our 7-man team, I'm like 150%. Like I have to carry about 150% of the 300%, which just means that we're getting mods very slowly. But we made some good progress, so I'm happy with it. But that's what we've done in the modding category. We've discussed it tonight, and I think we're kind of leaning towards create. I've never messed around with it. None of the people on here have messed around with it. That was actually one of the big draws for not only myself, but my brother. We want to do some things with trains and stuff, and I think it'd just be really fun. I think it's just going to be a fun mod to learn. So we're probably thinking about doing a big 24 on create and seeing how that goes. Another thing we might get is easy villagers to reduce some lag around here, or Kagerium potentially, or botany pots. Those are kind of the 4 top runners right now. These are way cheaper. Kagerium's half, and then these are 8 each, so those are pretty cheap. I know you've probably seen this, but I want to just kind of break it down. This is where we're just doing our little team vaults out of right now. It's absolutely disgusting looking. This is all construction here. As you can see, we got the little palette trying to figure out what we'd like. This is going to be the actual vault building. We're going to build it back this way, and it should be really cool once we finish this. My brother started this and then just hasn't really been on to continue it, but this will be the main vault building, and it's going to look absolutely great compared to this sack of shit over here. So we've been running out of this makeshift area. We got the bounty table. We got a soul diffuser for when people need to break down their scavenger items or whatever. And we got the spirit extractor for when people die and we have to bring them back to life after the vault. And I just quickly whipped up, let me sleep really quick in a second here, but I quickly just whipped up the initial pipes to this system, because before we'd put in like our split, like our items, we had it kind of coordinated. So pretend this is like a vault related item, we'd put that over here. This is a Minecraft item, we put that over here, kind of thing. We had it kind of organized in a system, and then from these chests at the very end, when we're done with all of our vaults, we would split it 3 ways, 2 ways, whichever way, however many people it were, right? It's slow. It's really a pain in the ass. No one likes doing it, and it takes forever, especially when you've run 5, 6, 7 vaults. Splitting and condensing all that stuff is just horrible. To circumvent that problem, we finally were able to purchase pipes. And this mod, honestly, super simple. I set this up in about, I'm not kidding, 2 minutes. Didn't record it, literally 2 minutes though. It's a little expensive for where I am currently, but the pipe isn't. The filter that I'm using was expensive. It was, I can show you right here. This is the one we need for our setup. So, I mean, we're just not at a place where this is cheap right now, but I made it out of my stuff just because whatever, I just want to get it done. So I'll show you really quickly what it looks like. When we do our vaulting now, everyone just deposits all their stuff into this chest. I'll put in 11 redstone blocks and 3 ingots, and I'll put in 64 of those as well. But you put it into here, it gets sucked out through this filter right here, if I can get a good angle at it. Oh, there it is. This one has a whitelist. This upgrade right here has a whitelist and a blacklist, which I haven't filled out yet. But the reason I need this filter is because the more important stuff, like the Pog gems and just vault gems in general, it might not split evenly. We might just not get like 4 tubium in a run, right? And there's 4 people. So it might just not split evenly, and that stuff I would like to do by hand just so everyone gets their gems that they're looking for and it's fair. It has a round robin mode, which essentially auto distributes all the items that are put into it. So I'll show you. It just runs to the back of these chests right through here, right up there. It's gonna save us literally an hour a day. I think I only have 4 hooked up to the system right now. As you can see, 16 nether brick, 16 nether brick, 16, 16. It distributes this, because there wasn't enough for 3 in each, but 2, 3, 3, 3. Same with the iron, 1, none, 1, and 1, because there was not enough. And the cool thing is, so say I put in 1, right? It should go to here, right? So it's 1 in here. It remembers where it left off. So if I put another 1 in here, 17 still, 16, 16, 17. And I'm assuming this one will get it next if we just quickly throw that in. Yep, 17, 17. So it remembers the spot it leaves off at, which is exactly what we need for a splitting system. So that's literally 2 minutes of work, 4 mod points, and it's going to save us so much time. I'm so excited to use this tomorrow. Anyways, let me fill you in on kind of the rest of the stuff that has been going on around here. Still haven't finished Eliza's house, but you know, that's just life. He's kind of expanded. He's kind of gone crazy down here, as you can hear. He put in some chests today. He's got this nice little center right here. This is why we might want, because you can't even like hear me. I can't think over the sound of these guys, and it's really laggy. But we might get easy villagers just so we can stack these guys up in one interface and don't have to have them down like this. Looks like Brennan has been expanding. I don't know what he's going to make in this room here, but that's brand new, I think, today maybe? I don't know. Just kind of popped up. Here's our new highway. And this is the exciting part. I don't think I've recorded this at all, but I've been working on it the past couple days. Been doing a little bit of building on it each day, and we're coming along. So, check this out. Garage door into the new vaulting center that I've installed here. I really like how this is turning out so far. It's pretty much done, but it still needs a little bit more work going on. We got my own black market here, transmogrification table, which I've just started to use. I actually kind of look sick. I like my drip so far. It's not perfect, but it's definitely better than random pieces of armor. Here's going to be like, I don't know why I'm making like a spa in here, just because I kind of have the initial pool design, but we'll work on that later. This is really unimportant. I think I'll have an above ground entrance, but that's just literally for cosmetic purposes. I think it'd look cool and be kind of fun. I'm not really utilizing a lot of these chests, but this entire room is dedicated specifically to vault related equipment and items, because this outside room, we had our vault stuff in this one chest and some in here. and it just wasn't enough space. So now we have all like vanilla stuff out here, and this is just kind of a vanilla section, and then in here we have all the vault stuff. So the only part I've really organized is these 8 right here. So we have some money and some different random stuff here. A lot of the main vault stuff in this chest. The Pog gems right here, including an extra Pog and one in the item frame. Normal vault gem tab here. This is mainly for creating weapons and armor, which is cool because I've recently got into doing a lot of that. Honestly, just 2 things in here because we get so much of it. This is kind of the more important stuff for making like skill essence, knowledge stars, stuff like that. I just have its own chest, even though it probably doesn't need it. And then here is the relics. I haven't completed a relic yet, but these are the ones I currently have. Some blank seals, which are nice because we can make those into specific objectives in the vault. These are going to be vault armors. So in the top chest, I have some swords, some backup swords. I've started to make a lot of swords, as you can see. Oh yeah, this is created by me right there. But I'm going to have a whole bunch of extra gear in here. That's good. And then if I ever run vault solo, I'll just vault out of my little area here because I have a table here. I don't know. I don't have anything in here yet. Don't even know what that'll be. But this section is really, really cool. I just built this like yesterday and the day before. It's kind of a vault lab in a sense. I love the cage, by the way. I think that's so sick. I just love all the supplementary stuff. It's awesome. Ender chest finally. I want to show you guys how this works because I know some of you, or most of you probably don't play this. So it's kind of fun to actually know what the hell's going on in this game. So I had a whole segment here explaining each and every machine that we have in our vault blacksmithing area, but the problem with that is that the game has changed so much since this has been recorded that I don't even feel like it's a smart thing to explain these machines because some of them aren't even in the game anymore and others have been altered so heavily that the information I would have given you here is useless. It's only useful to me playing in this exact version from a year ago. I have read all of the patch notes since the point where we stopped playing all the way to present day, and one of the most heavily modified parts of Vault Hunters has been the vault tools, vault armor modifications, the different attributes to armor, the creation of armor. Pretty much everything that this room encapsulates has been heavily altered to make it a lot more enjoyable to do. The short and sweet is I do use this room a lot to modify and create vault gear to make them better and to break them down. Let's continue. Oh yeah, I guess there's a cactus farm here as well now, which I honestly kind of like. It's nice. I love these palisades. In terms of news on the zoning committee, which I am a part of and my brother's a part of, no one else has a say in the land around here. We own everything, and you have to get permits through us. In terms of news on the zoning committee, though, we have permitted Matt to move over to this land. He has not bought it, but we will be leasing it in some form. He's going to be moving in pretty much all of this up to the village wall there. And what he's going to actually do, we kind of discussed this. He's made his house, which I'll go show you now, super far away. And it's just annoying because it's just so much cooler if we all live together or close by. So he's planning on moving and rebuilding all of his stuff right in this area. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. I'd rather have you close. Oh, we've also convinced Kevin to move on over here as well. So we're pretty much going to have the whole server close. I think actually Austin's moving up behind Elias's house right over here. So Austin's probably going to move right here. Or like right here where all those trees are currently. And Kevin's actually planning on moving right here. Actually, you can see it. All that dirt there and stuff right here. That's where he'll be moving. He likes the Yellowstone, and we're obviously on a Yellowstone as well. But he wants to build a really big house, so he needs tons of space. So he'll be like 100 or 200 blocks away, which is cool. Literally just over this hill. And then if you look at this distance right here, like it is absurd how far these are. It's so far away. And then take a look at this. We zoom out further. This is where Austin is currently. So he has to run 9 minutes through the nether every single time he wants to get her, or every time he dies in a vault, if he didn't set his bed to our location. So it's just, it doesn't make any sense to be this far away from each other on an SMP. In other news, I know that I put this in another video, but I did some improving literally tonight, like about an hour ago, of this nether highway. With speed 2, it's honestly probably faster than a horse. So this is Austin's tunnel. He just busted right in the wall here. But I don't care if it makes it easier for him to get over here. So I think you just basically go like up this way somewhere. I don't know where he is exactly. Oh, it's probably this. It's probably this if I had to guess right here. But this is what I was working on tonight. I finally I only ever completed this tunnel up to this point because this is from the Blaze farm to my house. But I finally did this tonight. So I put all of the slabs and stairs in here. This is all slabs now. This is enclosed, which is a big plus side. This is not done yet because I literally just ran out another brick. I did the entire tunnel this way. It's still not enclosed, but it's closed. Very acceptable in my opinion. Got all the way up here, all the way up here, all the way up here. Boom, right to these two doofuses portals. I don't think Kevin's house has been updated all that much. It's not much of a house right now, so we don't need to really tour there because he hasn't made his actual house build yet. But I know that Matt has been busy, so check this out. So he has these big builds that he found that he liked, and he built them over the course of the last couple weeks, but this was his first one. It required, as you can guess, an astronomical amount of resources. He made this one pretty recently, which I really actually like. And it's even more creative because this is actually housing a super smelter down below, which is cool. I think I don't know, he hasn't told me how it works, but I'm assuming you put in the things you want to smelt in this chest. And I'm up so late that the server restarted. Usually at reset time I go to sleep. But since I'm in the middle of a video, I think I have to wait for it to restart. Oh god. Like I was saying before I was interrupted, put in your stuff to this chest. And I think you just snuck in the entire smelter right here, yeah. And it's a pretty simple design, honestly. I want to make one myself, I just haven't really done it. But it's kind of hard to have this much stuff that you need to smelt, but at the same time you just have a minecart right here. It would evenly distribute everything. I think you just turn this on right here. It goes up and down and distributes all the, this is the fueling one. It actually will fuel the furnaces, I think. And then the one above it right up here would have all the ores in it. And you just turn those on and runs up and down and turns all these on. Yeah, he doesn't really have much that he's actually smelted, but Jesus Christ, look at this. Bankrupted him for iron, I think. Essentially, he has these builds already done, and he collected all the resources and everything in survival. So we were kind of discussing, I was talking with him, and I basically just kind of came to the conclusion that he'll probably just rebuild all of these three, or whatever, all of these things in creative, and leave these there to be forgotten, because none of us really care enough to make him like reharvest all the materials a second time just so he can move, and I think everyone would rather him move than not move. Well, that's just a little insight in some of the discussions we've had. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to fill you guys in on in the past like 7 days, not even 7 days. It's been like 4 or 5 days since I recorded anything, and like I said, it was just vaulting that you've probably already seen before this video or during this video. I don't know how I organized it. I don't know if, I doubt this would be its own video, but you never know, because I'm so far ahead in recording to actually making the videos that I have no concept of how the videos and video files are going to fit together to make an episode. So it's impossible to know, like, I can't construct in my head the video 50 hours of gameplay ahead of time, right? Like, that's just impossible. And honestly, yeah, man, it's just been a lot of vaulting, collecting resources, and improving our gear. This gear is vastly better than what I was rocking previously, probably the previously to what you've seen. As you can see, I have 24 armor bars now, versus before I was barely over 10. I don't think I was over 10. And keep in mind that you may think, oh my god, 24 armor bars in default Minecraft, 10 is the max. Everything's rescaled, so 24 is actually not that much. You become a lot more unkillable when you have a heal, a dash that you can fly away with, all this stuff. When you're actually like backed into the corner and taking hits, you do take a lot of damage very quickly, and it's easy to die. So I don't know if you guys have seen the ground floor of this place either. We finished this, or I didn't finish this, I did nothing, but Declan did all this. We actually have our food up here and stuff now. A little office space. I started to do the upstairs. I don't like it at all. I think I'm gonna redo it, but this was gonna be like bedrooms. It just doesn't feel right, so I probably will redo it. But this is as far as I got up here. We do have rabbits now because I needed them for the vault crystal. But other than that, there's nothing up here. I also have no idea what I'm gonna put up here. I haven't even, I thought about it for a bit, and I couldn't even come to a conclusion what would be good to have up here. I made a lot of progress on our basement. That's literally starting to, if you look at the mini map right there, it's starting to remind me of a stronghold. Essentially, I just wanted to actually make a video where I'm talking directly to you guys and not other people that I'm playing with, because I feel like you can just get so much more across when you do it in this format. That's not really the point of the series necessarily. I mean, if you like this stuff, I'll do more of it, but the point of the series is more an interactive thing than just me talking. But I'll try to do more of these updates if I do long segments of grinding that doesn't really result in a lot of video content, but does result in a lot of progress, because we did make a lot of progress that wasn't recorded, but it was all the same type of grind. The only reason I didn't record any of that, literally, I ran out of space. I filled up both of my hard drives to the absolute max. I have to edit these huge videos to even clear space up, so I'm in like a little bit of a pinch, but I just need to buckle down and edit even crazier than I have been to free up some space so I can continue recording content.